Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Body Mind Healing. My name is Maria Sanchez. I am a holistic health consultant, a family nurse practitioner, a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner, and a doctor of nursing practice. The case for today is awakening has no formula. Spiritual awakening cannot be confined to stages, rigid steps, or universal rules. Let us not become anxious trying to measure our evolution as if the soul followed a manual. Each process is deeply personal. Each person is led through a different doorway. Sometimes awakening begins in the depths of pain and slowly rises toward the light. Sometimes it begins with an elevated revelation and then descends into the wounds that still need healing. And sometimes it begins quietly in the middle of ordinary life through a loss, a crisis, a question, an illness, a separation, a silence, or a truth we can no longer ignore. We have to understand that our inner life does not move in a straight line. Healing does not unfold according to our preferred timelines. Energy does not obey human calendars, and the soul does not awaken because the mind has decided it is time. This is why trying to impose perfect order on our process often creates more suffering. Many times, that need to understand, organize, classify, and anticipate everything comes from fear. It comes from the part of us that wants certainty so we can feel safe. But awakening is not always understood while it is happening. Often, we only understand it later, when we look back and realize that what once felt chaotic was also carrying a sacred intelligence. What once seemed like a disruption was in some mysterious way rearranging us. What felt like an ending was also preparing the ground for a different beginning. The challenges that appear throughout our lives do not come to wound us, even when they feel unbearable. They come to reveal something. They invite us to grow, to look within, to notice what still needs to be seen, loved, forgiven, released, or transformed. And when an experience carries a message our soul needs to receive, life has a way of bringing that lesson back to us. It might return with another face, in another place, through another circumstance, until we are finally ready to listen. This does not mean that life is cruel. In its deepest form, life is always calling us toward consciousness. It guides us through the experiences our soul needs in order to mature, remember, and come closer to its purpose in this plane. We might not understand that purpose immediately, though. We might not know why certain paths were so difficult, why certain people had to leave, why certain doors closed, or why certain seasons demanded so much from us. But even in the uncertainty, we can pause, breathe, and ask, what is this experience trying to show me? What part of me is asking for healing? What pattern can I no longer continue repeating? What truth is life asking me to recognize? Resistance hardens the path. Truth softens it. Allowing does not mean surrendering to pain, excusing harm, or justifying what was unjust. Allowing means we stop fighting the inner reality of what we are living long enough to hear what it is trying to teach us. When we stop spending all our energy denying, blaming, escaping, or wishing the past had been different, that same energy becomes available for healing, understanding, and movement. We cannot expect to grow if we insist on remaining in the same mental and emotional place. We cannot become new while repeating the same stories, breathing the same resentments, feeling the same painful memories, and holding tightly to behaviors that no longer belong to the person we are being called to become. For something new to arrive, something old must leave its place. For a lighter life to be born, space must be created. Letting go is not always easy. Sometimes it feels like grief. Sometimes it feels like surrender. Sometimes it feels like standing empty-handed in front of the unknown. Yet, many times, letting go is the most loving act we can offer ourselves. Healing requires honesty. It requires looking at the backpack we have carried for so long. It asks us to recognize the scars, acknowledge the weight, accept our part where responsibility belongs to us, and stop handing our power over to the past. No one can give us back the years we lost. No one can undo every consequence of our decisions, our wounds, our avoidance, or the trials we endured. Others can accompany us, love us, inspire us, and hold us for a time, but the deeper work of rising, cleaning the soul, and walking forward belongs to us. And still, we're not alone. We do not walk this path alone, even when we feel unseen. There is a greater force accompanying us, even when we cannot feel it. There is love available, even on the dark days. There is meaning hidden, even inside experiences that first appear senseless. Sometimes grace does not arrive as an immediate answer. Sometimes it arrives as endurance. Sometimes it arrives as a small breath. Sometimes it arrives as the strength to take one more step when we thought we had nothing left. One day, perhaps not today, we will look back and understand why certain chapters had to be lived. We will see how some losses returned us to ourselves, how certain endings protected us, how certain crises opened doors we never would have touched if life had not moved us toward them. We will understand that some of what broke us also awakened us. Some of what humbled us also deepened us. Some of what we feared was actually preparing us for a more truthful life. In the meantime, let us fill ourselves with faith, not a blind faith that denies pain, but a living faith that reminds us there are still reasons to dream, breathe, create, love, and choose life. As long as we are alive, there is always the possibility of rebirth. There is always a reason to begin again. There is always a light, even a small one, waiting for us to turn towards it. Life is beautiful, but we cannot see it clearly if we remain trapped in fear, guilt, remorse, lovelessness, or the toxicity of what keeps us asleep. The time for healing has arrived. The time to return to our present has arrived. Let us not waste more of our existence waiting for the past to change, waiting for others to understand us, waiting for everything to be perfect, or waiting for the road to make sense before we take the next step. Let us rise, let us breathe, let us release, let us trust. Awakening is not a formula. It is a sacred, intimate, and deeply human journey. Sometimes it hurts. Sometimes it illuminates. Sometimes it rearranges everything so we can remember who we are. But when we learn to walk with humility, faith, and love, we begin to discover that every experience, even the most difficult one, can become a doorway into a truer, freer, and more conscious version of ourselves. Enjoy the journey, great being of light and love. Trust. Life cannot always be explained, but it is always inviting us to awaken. If you like this topic and want to learn tools to support your mental health, you will find more in my book, Through the Storm, by Maria Piedad, DMP, available on Amazon. If you resonated with this video, like it, share it, comment on it, and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.